When you arrive to your polling location on election morning, you'll see that you have two voting machines waiting for you. So let's take a look at it. The unit itself consists of a cover and a base. The cover is locked and sealed. In the morning, the seals will be verified and the cover unlocked. Once the cover is removed, the seals on the inside of the voting machine will be reviewed. The top unit is the actual voting tabulating system. To access the main menus, we use a security token. Your clerk will have the security tokens and will provide them for you on election day. Your voting machine is able to communicate with your voter both in English and in Spanish. During the day, we'll want to keep an eye on our voting machine's power source. On the bottom left-hand corner of the main screen, you'll see a battery with a little white plug. The little white plug means it's getting power from the wall. This is good. If for some reason throughout the day you see the little plug disappear, that means you're strictly on battery power. Your battery power will only last a few hours, so you'll need to check to see what the problem is. A good place to start is to look at the surge protector. Has it been tripped? Is the light still on? And throughout the day, there may be some common ballot errors that you may want to be aware of. For instance, an error can be made by a voter. They can overvote a ballot, try to insert a blank ballot, or insert a ballot with ambiguous marks. There may be a problem with the ballot. It could be torn or folded at the bottom. Or perhaps there's a machine error. Perhaps the ballot is jammed, or the power has failed. More information on how to handle these errors is located in your manual and in the quick reference guide that you can download. Now, with a longer ballot, voters can tend to make more mistakes. Information about mistakes made by voters on their ballots can be found in the manual on page 53 through 56. Voters can now cast an overvoted or a blank ballot directly at the machine. It is their choice, so let's review that process. If a voter inserts a ballot, for instance a blank ballot, your machine will alert the voter. It will display a warning and a small beep, beep, beep sound to let the voter know that it's detected an error. At this point, the voter can choose to cast or return the ballot. If they choose to cast the ballot, a window will pop up for the voter. This window will warn the voter that they're about to cast a ballot with mistakes, and that votes in those contests will not be counted. The other correct contest will be counted, and it wants to verify, of course, that your voter does still want to continue with the casting of their ballot. Please note, only a blank or overvoted ballot will give the voter the option to cast at the machine. All other errors will need to be referred to the clerk for a new ballot. If the voter chooses to return the ballot will be returned through the front of the voting machine. The voter will then be directed to the clerk table for a new ballot. Please hand the voter this express optical scan audit ticket and have the voter return to the clerk. This ticket will let the clerk know that the person had an error on their ballot and that they want a new one. The person will keep this ticket and hand it back to you when they come to return their second ballot. If the voter has any questions or they wish to void and replace their ballot, just refer them to the clerk for further assistance.